Hello, bro. How are you?
How's it going?
Oh, good, man. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, G. I was saying you good.
Yeah, I'm good, and you?
I'm good, my guy. I'm good.
So how have you
Yeah, it's
been? Yeah, it's been long.
hey,
When was the last time? Last time, what did we do? I think it 2 weeks back, no?
yeah, it was FTMO last time.
FTMO last time. And
Yeah.
then I just want to know, in terms of strategy, which one were we focusing on? Like when you were back testing, which one were you doing? Were you doing the uptrends
Yeah,
with level and then
yeah, uptrend with the sub with levels, supports and resistant levels.
okay, no problem. And then how far with back testing? Have you been back testing or what?
I
Was
did
that
about 7 months, but after that, because there was that week where I wasn't available, I was working like throughout the whole day from like 7 to 7. So when I came at my place, I was super, super tired.
all right. And then in terms of your laptop, you have a laptop right now because today I'll be giving you journals and then I'll be
Yeah, I
showing
have a
you
laptop. Yeah, I
the
do.
oh, all right. So I'll be giving you journals and then I'll be showing you how to use them. Like so these journals you'll be using them when you are trading. As in like
Okay.
now you have to start trading FTMO. All right. So okay, the first thing we said we'll talk about is let me just check. Okay, intro to trading journals. So I have, I mean, one, two, three, four journals which I'll be introducing you to. I'll send them to you after the session. So let me just share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can see.
All right. Hmm. The news
Oh,
or
another
something.
thing. Sorry, guys. Another thing. I've also been having trouble with my trader view. It keeps saying what this thing, system maintenance and things like that.
Trader view. Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed too with trader view. I've noticed that too. Hmm. Yeah, still logging. Can you guys see my screen now?
yeah, we can
Yeah.
see it.
Yo, so did you see pound?
Yeah, that's why I told you. Was there an event, dog? Because that
It was,
movement happened fast.
it was an
I
event
think
right now.
so. I think so, dog. Just look at that movement. It's insane, dog. Eh.
Right now, yes, yes. Hey. All right. So first thing now we have to start developing a trading plan. We didn't do this with you, right? Trading plan. I'm
No.
not confusing you with someone else. So yeah, we have to develop a trading plan, but then we'll break our trading plans into small pieces. So the first part of the trading plan will be risk management. So what do you know about? Do you know anything about risk management? Do you know what it is? What it involves, everything.
So, from my knowledge, risk management is that's let's say a trade, you must lose about 1% in a
Yeah.
trade. Let's say for the account, that's $100 account. If you
Mm.
lose, at least lose about $10.
Yeah. Yeah. So risk management is everything that helps you protect yourself from the market, helps you protect your capital. Meaning what you have said, making sure that you lose 1%, making sure that you cut your losses short, making sure that you know how to handle losing straight, you know how to handle losing trades, you know how to avoid big losses, things such as that. So that involves risk management. But then you have to know your account size. Okay, this is just an example from one of mine. So if we start here on account size, you have to determine the type of account size which you'll be trading. Just like you said on your side. Now you said you'll be trading with what? FTMO?
Yeah,
FTMO
STMO.
account size is what? The one which you preferred.
$10,000 for now.
So yeah, we'll say what? $10,000. And then in terms of assets, how many assets do you trade? For me,
Currently,
I so and then
GPJPY.
GBP JPY. So for you now, the eight will be GBP JPY. And then the maximum risk per trade. How much are you willing to risk per trade? Which one will you tolerate? 1%, what? 2%, 3%, 4% per trade? Which one do you want?
1% for now.
1%. And then maximum daily loss. So this is like an agreement. Okay, when you check on the prop firms, they have maximum daily loss of 5%. But then from
Mm.
your side, I recommend you having a lesser, less maximum daily loss. From my side, it's 2% per day. So if I lose 2% on my equity per day, I'll stop trading.
Okay.
Okay. Meaning if you take two setups and they all go to losses, then you must call it a day. This goes hand in hand with uh daily maximum number of setups. In my case, I only take two setups per day. What about you? So far, since you have been backtesting, how many setups do you take like on a daily basis?
Like you said, two per day.
And then overall max loss. This one, overall max loss, it just helps me to, let's say I start trading and then, okay, for example, I start trading GBP, JPY, and then today I take a loss, one. Tomorrow another loss. Wednesday, another loss. Thursday, another loss. Friday, now I'm 5% down. So by the time I reach 5%, yeah, this is like my own maximum loss on both assets, whether I'm trading GBP, JPY, and USD. So if my equity goes down to 5%, I'll stop trading and start to refine my strategy, start to check whether I'm following my rules and everything. So this is a rule which helps me to know to like know whether I'm still following my rules. Why am I taking so much losses? My account is now down 5%. So
Mm.
if I reach negative 5% on my equity, I'll stop trading and then start to refine everything. So yeah, I
So
recommend
a
you.
quick
Yeah.
one question, Caesar. So let's say now you're losing on your strategy. Do you like change your strategy or what?
No, I don't change. I've never changed your strategy. You don't change your
You know,
strategy. Only
they just check
check.
if you're following it or you're sticking to your rules or not. Because
Yeah, because
sometimes, like,
because as you are trading, you get carried away sometimes, especially when you are like not journaling every day. You start to be comfortable, you start to take trades, and then you are forgetting that you say that per day you are only looking to take two setups. You end up taking three on a random day, you end up taking four, and then you are not, yeah, like you're just being carried away. You are not taking everything. So by the time you wake up, you see your equity is down 5%. And when you see this, you must now stop and then go back to your trading history and check which day did you break your rules? Did you break your maximum daily rules? Were you risking 1% per trade? Were you cutting your losses short? Things such as that. You don't change your strategy. Strategy works. It's just that you sometimes you forget to follow your strategy 100%. You get my point?
Yeah, I do.
So when things like that happen, you have to, it's like this rule here. It helps you to be like okay, how can I put it? To be like aware, like in a way that something is wrong. What is it that is wrong? Is it myself? And then you go and check yourself before you take the next trade. Because you want to fix and not go to -6, -7, -8. It's better
yeah,
you stop at
you
-5
stop.
and refine everything and then come back fresh. And then we now start to trade in a proper way.
Thing is, trading is a highly emotional game. It's so much easier to get carried away. Like, especially if you're doing it every day, it's so much easier to lose that discipline. I don't know if that makes sense. So that rule, like, basically reminds you that you might have been carried away on a certain day. You
It's
see,
a
so you go back to your history, you recheck, what was I doing? Was I sticking to like my rules? Was I risking 1% per trade? Was it, yeah, things like that.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then overall max loss per trade. So also these things, bro, like these you see these rules I've put, these are for my side. I got these through back testing. So I know that okay, on a given on a given sample, each asset which I trade, GBP, JPY, and US states, it's very unlikely for each of them to for me to lose like 3% on each asset. So that's why
Mm.
I put it like this. This is based on my back testing, just like this one, the overall max loss. Like it's very unlikely for me to hit -5% when I'm trading in a good state of mind. And then trading time. This is based on you and how and your also your working schedule. I don't know which one you put here. As for me, it's from 8 until 6 p.m. This is execution. I can only execute the last trade at this time. Yes, I can hold trades overnight if it happens, but then the last and the first execution is this one.
So for let's say for you executed at six, I'm at
6.
6 o'clock. So you can
Yeah.
hold the trade maybe until the morning.
Yeah, I can do that because I don't know how far the trade will go. I don't know how it will go, and then I don't know the volatility. But then in terms of execution, yeah, I can execute at
Mm.
8, and then I can hold it overnight until whenever maybe it hits my TP or stop loss. Because I can't control as like after entering a trade, you now have no control over the market. You can only you only have control before you enter a trade. You only have control when you enter a trade. But then after entering a trade, you don't know whether how long that trade will last for.
Okay.
Okay. And then let's talk about managing winning trades. Okay, this one is just a bonus. I should have just we should have just focused on losing trades because risk management, that's all this. Because now this one is managing winning trades. But then, okay, we can just talk about it. So, managing winning trades, there are things which you call trail stops. Are you familiar with trail stops?
Yeah, you guys, I remember you told me about trade stop. It's about
Okay.
managing your trade to
Yeah, it's
cut
about
your losses.
managing your trades, reducing your losses, reducing initial losses, and then eventually having a trade which is risk-free or a trade which will, whatever happens, will always be a winner. So it's about you just moving your stop loss to break even and then to profit, just like that as the trade goes in your direction. So these
So
are just yeah.
just a question. Is it similar to taking like partial profits or what?
No, it's not similar. It's not similar to taking partial profits. Taking partial profits is like let's say you are in a trade and you are winning 1%. Let's say you are in a 100K account, you are winning like 1,000, you are now 1,000 up, 1%,
Yeah.
1,000 up. So partial profits, when you go to your MT5 or MT4, let's say you initially open a trade with a lot size of what? Lot size of 1. So
Yeah.
you can choose to take 50% of that profit. Let's say you're floating 1,000%. If you take 50%, which is 50% of your lot size, which is zero point 0.5. So you close zero point 0.5 from your initial lot size. So meaning your lot size will decrease from 1 to zero point 0.5. Hence, you'll have a profit of what? 500. You
Mm.
get it? I think I made a
Yeah.
video about this. Let me check.
Hey, on YouTube about it.
Yeah, I think I once made a video and then I sent it on Telegram, but I think it was last year or something, talking about partial profit. Uh,
It was
last
I think
year, ne?
it was last year. Yeah, last year or early like this year. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago.
All right, I'll check it. Just remind me. Okay,
Okay.
that's how partial profits work. But then trailing stop, you are still in a full lot size. You're still in the full trade. You don't take anything away from that trade. You are just doing what? Moving your stop loss to break even, to small profit, to smaller profit, to big profit. Just like that, as the trade goes in your direction. And then these are just notes which these notes came from you see, when I trade on a daily to day basis, I'll be writing notes on my journals. So most of the things here, they came from my experience, like notes. You'll see when we do journals. The first one is there's clearly nothing I can do after executing a trade. This is what we talked about, like earlier on. Like there's clearly nothing you can do after executing a trade. So when you execute a trade, you have no control. Eh? All you
Yeah.
have no control whether the trade will go to a profit or loss. Like now it's no longer dependent on you. And then the second one, do not let fear or leaving money on the table get to you. So this was one of the most challenging fears for me personal. That's why you'll see in most cases, this is the one which I always struggled with. Like being in a winning trade and then thinking that the market will reverse and take everything. And then what I will do in most cases was close that trade. And then after closing, I'll see the market goes to my TP. So this is one of
Mm.
the most challenging fears which I know from my side that I have. So also you, as you trade, you discover things which you will keep on like battling with you over and over and keep on repeating. So the best thing to do is to put them on your what trading plan, put them on your journals so that you keep reminding yourself of this thing until you overcome it. And then trail stops based on structural breakout and 1 hour candlestick close. Again, this is based on my experience. So when I trail stop based on 1 hour candlestick. I'll first If I'm in a winning trade, I'll wait for the 1 hour candlestick to close. That's when I can make a decision whether to trail stop or not. Meaning I manage my trade based on 1 hour candlestick instead of the lower time frames. And then four, when there's a high momentum, use 1 hour candlestick trail stop. This is what I just said until momentum begins to slow down. Okay. Trail stop using the 15M candlestick close when price is one. So when price is like 1 hour, 1% away from my TP, let's say my initial one is two, it's 1:5. And then I'm up 4%, meaning 1:4. I'm now left with 1% to my TP. That's when I can go to lower time frames now. And then in terms of managing trades, the first thing you have to predefine your risk. You have to accept the risk. The moment you enter a trade, let's say you have an account of 10K, né? What is your risk? So you are risking how much per trade? You are risking 100, right?
Yeah, $100.
$100. So the moment you enter that first trade, now you must accept that, okay, now my equity is no longer what? It's no longer 10K. It's how much? It's
1,000.
909. Yeah, exactly. It's 9.9 now. Meaning you have accepted that, okay, that $100 is now gone. So you must accept your risk. Do not increase your initial stop loss. Never, never do this. When the market is coming toward your stop loss, don't think, it's
Yes,
gonna
sorry, G, I
reverse.
can't hear you. Yes, is it?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah,
Can you hear me? Hello, guys. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think Togo is having a problem with hearing you. Something.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you. Didn't you mute me? Yo, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Now you can continue now.
Okay, number two, do not increase your initial stop loss. Increase. You rather do the opposite, decrease. So do not ever increase your initial stop
So
loss.
like
Meaning,
it's not a stop, like you don't move your stop loss away from where it was. That's what you're
In
trying to say.
most cases, yeah, don't do that when you're trading mechanical. But by increasing, I mean like let's say price is coming towards your stop loss. Now your stop loss is somewhere here, lower here. Price is coming
Yeah,
towards your stop loss. Do not think that the market is gonna reverse here instead of where I put it, and then you increase it and put it down. Once you put it
yeah,
here, now let the market hit you. If it reverses, it reverses. You don't know. What you can
Yeah,
do is decrease your stop loss, which goes back to trail stop. So never increase your risk when you are already in a trade. Never think that the market will go a bit lower and then goes all the way up. Do you get it?
yeah, I do.
Okay. Okay. If there's a level you believe price must respect or else the setup becomes invalid, wait for the 1 hour or 15 M candlestick to close below or above that certain level to make your objective decision of cutting losses short or let the market plays out. So this is so I got this lesson in most cases, like the market is like volatile sometimes. So when you see the market being volatile, do not like get emotional. You have to relax and wait for the candlestick to close first. That's when you can make an objective decision, a clear decision, rather than you seeing the market going up and down, like in that particular candlestick. So rather wait for the candlestick to close, and then that's when you can make a what? An informed decision.
Mm.
So here we'll talk about losing streaks, and then we'll talk about exiting a trade now. So losing streaks do happen, bro. Once maybe in a month or once in after 3 months, they do happen. So the best thing you can do is to be prepared when they come, is to know what you have to do when they come, because they will always come. And this is where the market will test yourself. If you can survive a losing streak, you'll become a better trader. Okay? There will be
Yeah,
periods where your strategy no longer gives good result for a while. Not that your strategy no longer works. It's just that the market is no longer playing how you anticipated it to play, meaning your probability now is a bit lower. Because trading is all about probabilities, you know that, right?
yeah,
So there will be periods where your probability is lower and hence your strategy won't be giving good results. It's either you are now taking break-evens, you are now taking small winners, and then you are taking a lot of losses. So
yeah.
when
I
this happens,
did know that when I was back testing. I was like, Aibo. There was
yeah,
a
yeah,
time I was back testing where I was like, it's like the strategy was not working or something. I was taking losses.
exactly. The strategy works. It's just that you are now in a what a losing streak. So you have to quickly realize that. So when this happens, relax and remember this is Forex, and there will be these times, né? Immediately when you notice you are in this period, take a break from Forex for a day, week, etc. So this is based on personal experience. Again, I think me and Sugu talked about this yesterday. So we react to losing streak or losing trades differently. So from my side, when I'm in a losing streak, I tend to take breaks like for maybe a week or so. And then when I come back, then that's when maybe I'll start to see the market clear. And then so we said what? You said what do you do yesterday?
like for me personally, it's like when I realize that I'm in a losing streak, I just have to go through my rules and just check. Because I know, like, it's usually hard to get in a losing streak if you're not breaking any rule. That's one thing I've noticed. Most of the times when you get in a serious losing streak, like six losing trades maybe in a row, you are somehow doing something wrong compared to being like it's hard to be in a losing streak whilst you're doing the right things. So for me, it's like I just refine my rules and then after that, I make sure I can't trade if I feel like I'm not emotionally okay. And then I make sure that I'm emotionally okay. And then as soon as I'm okay, that's when I get back to the market. So sometimes it can take me a day, sometimes it can take me 2 days, or sometimes I just need to go out. I should stay away basically from the charts. That's what yeah.
Mm.
Okay, exactly. And then another important one is this one. So when you are in a losing streak, like never let the back-to-back losses get to your head or your heart. or you start doubting your strategy. Because the moment you start doubting your strategy, that's when you do what? You leave that strategy and then go and search another strategy. And then also that same strategy, another one, it will still have losing streak. And then when that comes, that means you will also do what? Doubt your strategy and search for another. So you will just be searching strategies all over, thinking that there's a strategy which you will never have a losing streak, and that's not possible. So when that
Yeah.
happens, never doubt your strategy or stop following your plan. Okay, there are high chances that you get angry and break most of your trading rules, hence blow your account. So this is because you are humans who have emotions. So when this is happening, bro, like you see, you are in a challenge, you are trying to pass a prop firm, and then this losing streak come, like every day you are now taking losses, losses. Of course, you are human, so you start to feel what? Emotional. So just know, and I know this will happen to you. Even if I teach you these things, I know it will happen to you until you experience them and then you learn from them. You'll just remember,
Yeah.
I once told you this. So there are certain things which I'll just tell you and then you know, but then until you experience them and then go through them, that's when you'll actually get to do what to overcome them. So there will be times when
Yeah.
you're losing streak, and those losing streak will make you feel what? Make you feel angry. And then when you're angry, you'll no longer be trading in a good state of mind. Hence, there will be high chances for you to do what? To blow your account. So okay. Then let's talk about exiting trades. So this is just from my trading plan. From my side, I can exit trades in three ways. Whether market hits my TP or it hits my stop loss or it or I trail stop, meaning I'll be moving risk, my stop loss to break even, to a small winner, to a big winner, just like that. So this one also manual close, but then not in a defensive way, because I've realized that if you quickly closed in an aggressive way, it's based on you looking at profits. That's why I crashed it like this.
Yeah. I think what you just said is something that we should also talk about. So you see, when you're trading, bro, don't really focus too much on the profits. Focus on the process. It's
Yeah.
so easy to get carried away. You're focusing on the profits. It's so easy to force unnecessary trades. You see, but then when you focus on getting the right setups, it's like you always go right that way because you're not putting yourself under unnecessary pressure.
Yeah, I
So
get
instead
you.
of your emotions, yeah, you're much more calm.
Right? Yeah, I think with the trading plan for risk management we are done. Yeah. Do you have any questions, bro? With everything which I just went through.
No, no, no. I think I asked all the questions I needed to know.
All right, I'll send you this journal. You can so I believe that these rules, they will change based on when you are trading. Like these things, you'll just be experiencing them when you're journaling and then writing them down, and then you'll just be changing it. This is just a template from my side because my trading, like my risk tolerance won't be the same as you, but then this is just a template to guide you develop your own. So I'll send you this one and then we'll end this session. And then in 30 minutes, meaning we'll come back at 12 and then we'll start to do the journals.
Okay.
All right.